Hello there, replayers. Let me get the screen turned around here. Hey, there you are. Uh-oh. Gotta get it turned just right. Hey, Jeremy, thanks for joining. Give everybody a few minutes to get in here. My name is Tom Rigsby. I'm the host of a 5-day-a-week podcast called 7 Minutes in the Morning. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining. This is an episode 5 days a week. Yeah. It's a little bit of a beating sometimes, but this week has been really easy because I base a lot of it on quotes, right? And so this is an edition of Coffee and Quotes. So I have my coffee, and we'll talk about my quote from this week that kind of got this whole thing started. And this one comes from a guy named Francis Chan. He wrote a book called Crazy Love and several others. But this one in particular caught my attention this week. It says, "Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter." Jeremy, that is right along the lines with what you're doing in your Epic Life work. And I started and never finished a post. Yeah, one of my favorites. I started and never finished a post in Epic Life a couple of times yesterday about timing and how the timing of you starting Epic Life and me running across this quote and just the people that this message resonates with. It's like everything is coming together. And so for those of you that don't know, Jeremy's got a great Facebook group. And if you can put the link up there, yeah, it does feel like that just sometimes all the elements kind of come together and start working in your favor. And I don't know if it's the grind, I don't know if it's what it is. There you go, epiclifeleague.com. Be sure and check that out. But yeah, it's just like all these pieces are coming together. And so what I've done with this quote this week on the podcast is talk about, does our work really matter? You know, we spend a huge amount of our life working. And look, work doesn't have to be this terrible thing that's a beating. We can enjoy our work and should enjoy our work. But does your work matter? And so I've come up with 3 questions to help you try to figure out whether it matters. And so I just wanted to share those with you and kind of get your feedback and comments on those. And I'm going to take this. I'm taking a lesson from Jeremy here. Started a Facebook group yesterday. I'll include this video, the replay of this video, in that group, so we can have a conversation about these questions. But the first question to help you decide whether your work really matters or not is, does it energize you? I mean, if you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror and think, holy crap, I've got to do this again another day. That's not what you want. That's not work that matters. That's work that literally is sucking the life right out of your body, right? So number 1, does it energize you? Number 2, does it challenge you? You know, we only have 2 states that we can exist in, growth or decay, right? And if we're not growing, then we're decaying. Personally, I'd rather grow than decay, but you know. So if we're going to spend all this time at work, shouldn't work give us an opportunity to grow? It should stretch us. Real growth only occurs outside your comfort zone, right? So if what you're doing to create value in the world, in the community, is not giving you an opportunity to stretch, there's a good chance that it doesn't really matter. And then the third one, we'll come back to that value. The third question to help you decide whether your work matters or not is, are you creating value? See, the whole definition of work, in my view, is that work is the net total value that's left behind you in your wake. So it's okay to get paid to create value for somebody else, but that net value needs to be more, let's see, a better way to say that. You have to leave more value behind than you take, right? Yes, I can get paid, but I have to leave more behind than what I get paid. So the example that I use when I'm working with a coaching client, very often we want to look for and find ways to help them grow their business, either 5x, 10x their business. Well, if that 10x of their business equates to $100,000 and my fee is $500, $5,000, I still got paid. I met my needs and I helped the business meet their needs. Everybody wins, and the net value left behind is greater. At the end of our lives, and the risk of running more or sounding morbid, it's always hard to talk about this and not sound morbid, but at the end of our lives, when we look back, we want to know that we contributed something, right? That there's some indication that we were even here, right? And I think the very best way to do that is by leaving value behind you, in the wake behind you. So those are the three questions. Does your work energize you? Does your work challenge you? And does your work create value? Now, if you have to answer no to any one of those questions, that's a flag. It's a possibility that your work doesn't matter. If you answer no to 2 or 3 of those questions, it's a definite your work doesn't matter. Now, let me be really clear about what matters means. You can do work that benefits other people, that doesn't challenge you and doesn't energize you. So it does matter to those people that are the recipient. But when I say matter, I mean, is it moving the ball forward for you? Right? Is it making a difference in your life? It's sitting outside enjoying a beautiful day. It's very, very difficult for you to continue to create value in someone else's life when it's draining the value out of yours. Right? So in totality, you have to look and see, does your work matter because it's growing you, because it's giving you an opportunity? All right, so those are the 3 questions. That's how they apply. Love to hear what you think about that. Let me see, what's the best way to get people to the Facebook group? Oh, I remember how. I set this up last night. It was kind of late. So for those of you that joined late, my name is Thom Rigsby. You can go to my website, thomrigsby.com, and you have to type this in the URL. It's thomrigsby.com/secret group. It's not that I want to keep this group secret forever. It's just I'm slowly getting it loaded up so that there will be some things there for us to discuss when we get there. I'd love for you to join me there. It's thomrigsby.com/secret group, and I'm going to post this video up there in a few minutes. We'll talk about it, hopefully get some discussion going. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you'd like to see all the other content that I produce, including that 5-day-a-week podcast, Thom with an H, absolutely. You can go to the website, thomrigsby.com. All of my social connections are there on the right. You don't have to join them all, just join the one that makes the most sense for you. And then there's a link down at the bottom of that you can get to the podcast. All right, hope that helps. Thank you all for joining me. It's always easier to talk to someone than to talk to yourself, right? All right, talk to you soon, and thanks again.